guys, Myron here. Welcome to Fursuiting 101 Part 2. This is getting in your suit, or at least how I get in my suit. So the first step to getting into your suit is, well, getting out of your regular clothes. These are terrible for fursuiting. You will sweat, you will feel terrible, nasty, not ugly. You will sweat, you will feel terrible, nasty, sticky, ugh. Just do not wear these kind of clothes, and don't just wear your underwear, because that's even worse. So let's get into something a little bit more comfortable, that being this set of Under Armour. Wow, that was a terrible snap. This set of Under Armour. Good, now we're covered from head to toe in our Under Armour. It'll make us feel so much better when we're in a suit. Get some Under Armour. If you're gonna get anything, get the Under Armour. It's very, very important. Now, before you go any further, and actually even maybe before you put the Under Armour on, make sure you're in a situation where you can actually suit. If you're feeling sick, tired, woozy, anything, it's probably not worth suiting. Fursuiting is a very physically strenuous activity. I'd really recommend that if you're going to suit, you be in your peak condition, feeling really good. Now, another thing to do before you actually get into suit, make sure to go to the bathroom, make sure you have a drink of water, and make sure that you're not hungry. I've got all of my suit parts right to the left of me, right to the left. The order that I put them on is specific to my suit. Your suit might differ. Ask your suit maker if you're confused. But for most suits that don't have digigrade padding, this is roughly the order that you will put them on in. So for my suit, my tail and my body are two separate pieces. The first thing I have to do is actually thread the tail with the belt through a little hole down by the butt. And I have to do this ahead of time because once I get into suit, it's almost impossible to get it through the hole. Now, once I have the tail all the way through, I can actually step into the suit all the way, making sure not to put any pressure on any part of the suit itself. I'm just trying to put my leg through. I'm not trying to pop any seams or do anything bad. I hold onto the belt to make sure that the actual tail does not come out. Then I can pull it back through, up around my waist, pull the entire bodysuit up and correct, and then cinch the belt. Now, you want to make sure that your belt actually sits on your hips, not your stomach or your waist. When I started, I actually cinched it up right around my waist, and about 30 minutes in, I felt like I was gonna throw up. It was not good. So you wanna make sure it goes around your waist, because your hips are strong. Your belly is soft and weak, unfortunately. So in my case, I have a lot of extra belt, so I kind of just loop that around back and kind of set it in. You can also tuck it into the belt if you really want to. A lot of different things you can do. A lot of the point of this video is that your suit will have a lot of little things about it that you might have to figure out. This is kind of meant to be more of a general tutorial, a general how-to. So now that I have my suit up to here, I actually go ahead and pull the rest of it up, actually put the dang thing on. And my suit actually has a front zipper right up the center, so it's just as easy as me zipping it up, making sure to actually kind of spread it out, like kind of crunch forward. That'll spread the fur out so that you can zip it up a little bit easier and not catch any of the fur in it. Now, my suit has a front central zipper, but there are plenty of different styles that a lot of suit makers will actually use. Some have, I think it's called like a vest zipper, or I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically like a side zipper. It'll run from the shoulder down to like the belly. And that's usually if you have like a belly fur pattern, and that's where you can hide the zipper. A lot of other suit makers will actually put their zipper on the back. Those can be a huge pain. If that's too much for you, if you can't stretch all the way back to grab that, then you have to make sure that you get a suit from a maker who doesn't use a back zipper, or to tell your maker not to use a back zipper. One of the things you can do if you do have a back zipper is that you can actually attach a long string to it, like a big loop, and you attach that to the little eye hole of the zipper, and you can take that, hand it to yourself, throw it over your shoulder, and use that to zip up the suit. But I would honestly just recommend you get a suit that has a front zipper because it's just 1,010,000 times easier. All right, at this point, I actually put on my feet paws, and now those in my case, you know, are built on shoes, so I just slide them on and then tuck the fur over them. And after I have my feet paws on, the next thing I do is I actually put my head on. Now, a lot of people will put their paws on before their head, but I like to do it the other way, and that's because Twinkie Arts makes their heads very, very tight. So it's kind of hard to get my suit head on if I don't have dexterous human fingers to actually do it. All right. Once you have your head on, something that's really important to do is to actually check your frock. Check your neck frock. Make sure it's all straightened out, all nice and neat, and looks good. Very important, because if it's all bunched up like this, you'll definitely be able to tell it doesn't look good. So make sure it's nice and flat and beautiful looking and pretty. Now something I actually forgot to do before I put on my head was put on this beanie, but for any kind of accessories, it really depends. They all do totally different things. This beanie I actually usually put on before I put my head on, but you know, just for this video, let's see if I can put it on after I've got my head on. Well, beanie on. Now the next thing I put on is another accessory, so it's another thing that's going to really heavily depend on how your accessories go together, what kind of accessories you have. For me, it's this bandana here. It does not have a clasp, it's just a regular bandana. So I actually have to make sure I don't have my paws on. It's another reason I put my paws on separately, so that I can actually tie this thing behind my head underneath my beanie, which can be a pain in the butt sometimes, but I've gotten kind of good at it. And then the last thing I put on are my paws. Now I have to make sure that this is the right paw, this is the left paw. Little hard to tell, but you know, you'll learn your suit over time. You'll learn how it goes together quickly and efficiently, and you'll get better at it. Now normally at this point, I run to someone else and I go, please tuck my paws, because I can't tuck them myself at all. These fingers are too big. But for the sake of this video and the sake of everyone else in my household, I will not go run to them. I will not have them tuck my paws. But I hope you've enjoyed this little suit up demonstration. If you like what I'm doing here, you know what to do. Like it, comment, hit the bell, give me your firstborn. If you didn't like it, you know what to do. Make me sad, but also provide me good feedback. So until next time, I've been Myron, and I'll see you guys later.